Hello everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. Today I'm coming at you with a video of a fitness test for the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. This one particularly came up because two things happened really. A, it got cold, which means I needed to go run inside on a treadmill instead of outside because I am obviously not a true runner and I don't run in the cold. Number two, Samsung came out with the Galaxy Watch One UI beta update, and that particular update allowed for treadmill calibration on the fitness. So that was awesome when that came out, so I wanted to give it a try. So basically what this video is going to be about is me testing out the treadmill distance accuracy on the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. And so to set that up, I went out for 6 runs on treadmills, and just to give you an idea, I went 4 different treadmills, 3 different gyms. Don't ask me why I have 3 different gyms, but 4 different treadmills, 3 different gyms, multiple different runs, distances, multiple different cadences. A few of those were just a solid cadence for the entire run. A few of those were speed up, slow down types of runs. Just trying to test it out there. And so we're going to see how that particular went. Okay. All right, guys, today's work today is going to be going to try out the treadmill distance test for the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. I'm going to have my Garmin, which I always run with, one arm, and then Galaxy Watch 6 Classic on the other arm. We're going to try, today's run is going to be about 5-ish miles on a treadmill, so we're going to check out the distance and see how that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started here real quick. So the first run was 5 miles. So first run was 5 miles according to the treadmill. Now, I do know that treadmills aren't perfectly exact, but they're pretty darn close. So let's go ahead and go with that. So here we go. So the first run of the day for this one was a 5-mile run. The Galaxy Watch 6 Classic put it at 4.69 miles. And so that's 0.31, so about 6.25% off of the distance. So every time I made a run, I calibrated the watch to where it actually should have been for the treadmill and moved on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next run. So the second run is just a 3-mile run. The Galaxy Watch there, it showed it at 3.13 miles, so that's a 0.13 mile difference over 4.33%. We can see it's a little bit better than the last run. Let's go ahead and jump in the next run. So third run was another 5-miler. It showed it at 5.06 miles, so that's only 0.6 of a mile off, or 1.2% off. Yeah, it's getting better, so looks good. Let's go with the fourth run. So the fourth run here, we're looking at another 3 miles, and it almost nailed it perfectly. So it was a 3.01 is what the treadmill called it. And I do recall this run. This was a steady state run at like 6.2 miles per hour on the treadmill. I can't remember exactly, but I didn't adjust the speed or tempo at all on this one, and it pretty much nailed it. Let's go on to run number 5. So run number 5, that was another 5-mile run. It was 0.12, so it showed a 5.12 miles, so just off by 0.12, and which is giving about 2.4% difference. Still not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. And then run number 6, this was a 6.25 mile run, so a 10K, and you can see it showed it at 6.31, so 0.06 or less than 1% off. So really good. I thought it was a really good result on that for sure. So let's go ahead and put it all together. So in totality there, what I ended up adding everything up today, so total mileage was 27.25 miles is what I actually ran on the treadmill, and the Galaxy Watch showed it at 27.32 miles. That in totality is pretty good. So it was 0.26% off, guys. Now, if that's calibrating it every time, and I think it did pretty good. So, you know, it's just basing this distance off of what it thinks your stride is, your speed, all that good stuff. So I think the watch did an excellent job, and I know what you're probably asking, why does it matter? Because, you know, if you put that calibration in there, you get to put exactly the distance you want
or you actually ran, which A is important because back into Samsung Health, you want to be able to see how far you ran for each run and the timing on that for lots of different reasons you want to do that, right? But the closer it is naturally, the better it's going to be for the split times, right? So if it is closer for every split time, then your split times are going to be more accurate, and you're going to be able to look back and check out your split times and make sure those are more accurate. So you do want to have it pretty accurate, even if you don't specifically need it per se, because you're going to be able to put the exact distance that you ran in there, which is fantastic. There's still lots of watches that do not allow you to do that. Of course, Garmin's been able to do that for a long time. I did run this side by side with a Garmin because I used the heart rate sensor on a Garmin, and Garmin is actually my main running watch. So I usually wear this on one arm and then my Garmin on the other arm when I run. I just like to keep all my run data in one app per se. And so, yeah, it was really good. So it was able also tracking my heart rate and comparison to the Garmin rate. So if you guys would be interested in just seeing that data between the heart rate sensors, leave me a comment in the bottom and we can see what we can do. But otherwise, not bad. I thought it was pretty good. And I think if you wanted to use this just as your run watch only, you don't need all that extra data that the Garmin, like a running watch, can give you, then I think you can do a pretty good job with just this particular thing here. I have tested the GPS on this, also comparing it with a Garmin. I did that earlier this year when it was warm and I was still running outside. But nice result. I'd like to see if any of you guys are using it for your running on treadmill and see if you have the same type of results. But yeah, good results. That's all I got for you today. See you on the next one.